Joshua Langdon. Number 4, Tyson Martin. Number 5, Austin Ludwig. Number 10, Max Brown.
I'll take that any day.
Number 12, Shelford Diaz. Number 14, Aaron Reardon. Number 15, Anthony Korjak. Number 17, Godfrey DeBelle. Number 18, Luke Beckwith. 19, Jacob Nunich. 22, Max King. And on the bench, number 9, Christian Grymora. 11, Brandon McMorrow. 13, Christian Maladenis.
We got the goal back,
Jared
and we got another goal back.
20, Richard Chakalisian. 24, Eddie Callahan. For Gold Coast United, the starting 11, and we have 1, Carlos Saladere. 2, Sebastian Zaccaroni. 4, Blake Thompson. 5, Nicholas Calvert. 6, Liam Goldie. 7, Justin Mackay. 9, Kai Tapaldo. 10, Connor Smith. 11, Nicholas Panetta. 15, Lachlan Remmers. 22, Curtis Story. And on our bench today, we have 8, Ryan Thompson King. 13, Jared Kyle. 14, Alex Walter. 17, Mitch Nichols. 20, Nick Hardiman. And 23.
We're into the second half of the 2023 NPL Queensland season, and round 12 is headlined by a blockbuster top-of-the-table battle on the glitter strip. Good evening, everyone. We're back at Coplick Family Sports Park for Gold Coast Derby 11 between Table-Topping United and their nearest challengers, Knights. I'm James Coughlin, back behind the mic for this game, coming to you live and exclusive on FQTV. For some, this is the biggest game of football taking place in Australia tonight, and it could be a preview of a massive grand final at Suncorp Stadium in just over 3 months' time. Back in round 1, United stormed the Knights' Carrara Castle and recorded a resounding 3-0 win to set the stage for a strong start to their campaign. Knights were able to bounce back from that loss, though, going unbeaten in their last 16 matches in all competitions and sitting on the verge of an Australia Cup national stage spot. See, a healthy crowd is building in the Tallabudgera Valley, and we've got plenty of action coming your way as the teams will be out on the pitch momentarily. But before we do that, let's run through the lineups for tonight's match. For Gold Coast United, Gray Pittock has gone with the following team. The goalkeeper, Carlos Saliadare. Number 2, Seb Scaroni. 4, Blake Thompson. 5, Nick Cowburn. 6, Liam Golding. 7, Justin Mackay. 9, Kai Tapaldo. 10, Connor Smith. 11, Nick Panetta. 15, Lockie Remmers. And 22, Curtis Stollery. No shortage of ex-Gold Coast Knights players in that starting 11. Meanwhile, on the bench, number 8, Riley Thompson-King. Number 13, Jared Kyle. 16, Mason Cross. 17, Mitch Nichols. 23, Mitchell Hunter. And the reserve goalkeeper is Nick Hardiman. For Gold Coast Knights, they are coached by Scott McDonald. And their starting lineup is as follows. The goalkeeper, Josh Langdon. Number 4, Tyson Martin. Number 5, Austin Ludwig. 10, Max Brown. 11, Brandon McMorrow. 12, Shelford Diaz. 14, Aaron Reardon. 15, Ante Poliak. 17, Godfrey DeBelle. And 18, Luke Beckwith. With the starting 11 rounded out by number 22, Max King. On the bench for the Knights, number 9, Christian Brian Mora. 13, Christian Melandenis. 16, Jared Craven Griffiths. 19, Jacob Woodnich. 24, Eddie Callahan. And the reserve goalkeeper is Richie Chaglasian. A few outs on both sides of the Gold Coast divide. Most notably 4 Knights. Oscar Dillon out, Packy DeVita out, Phil Lasm out, Brad Nimman out. And a late withdrawal earlier today is the fullback, Jaden Walker. So 5 arguably first-team players not at Scott McDonald's disposal this evening. Meanwhile, for Gold Coast United, a little bit closer to full strength. We've got a few players not able to play tonight, including the normal left back. Well, normal backup left back, I beg your pardon. And a couple of other players on the sideline. Alex Walter is another one. So this is Gold Coast Derby 11 Plenty of history between these sides, a long and storied rivalry that dates all the way back to 2018. The first match between these two sides took place not too long ago, actually. In 2018, FFA Cup Round 5. It was the Knights 3-2 winners on the Knights, with goals from Jared Kyle, Max Brown and Morgan Saunders. And for Gold Coast United, it was James Coots and Matt Green on the score sheet. And this is the 5th derby played here at Copland Family Sports Park. The teams are now making their way out onto the pitch, led out by our referee, Zijad Ahmedovich. And the assistants are Misuk Park and Cameron Fawcett. Healthy crowd building up, as you can also see by the car park filling up in the back of shot. The Gold Coast youngsters, they're supporting the first team as well. Clash between these two teams. Gold Coast United first place. That means 2 draws and just the 1 defeat, leading the way on 26 points heading into round 12. And the Gold Coast Knights, 7 wins, 3 draws and the 1 defeat, which was back in round 1. It was a pretty rough night all around for Gold Coast Knights. Tyson Martin and Harry Lane both sent off for the Knights. Martin getting a second yellow card, Lane a straight red. The captains now going through their pre-match formalities with the coin toss. Head-to-head record in the previous 10 derbies. Gold Coast United 2 wins. Although strangely enough, none have come here in Talabudra. Gold Coast Knights 5 wins, 3 draws, and it is a dead even goals record, 15 apiece. The last time they met here, it was in August last year, 2-2 draw. A very, very entertaining game. As the teams go through their final preparations, we'll catch you up on some of the other scores from around the grounds. In NPL Queensland, Moreton Bay last night 5-0 winners over Olympic. And then today in the one match that has been completed, Rochedale 6-1 winners over East. Redlands taking on Lions out at the Compass Grounds. This match is in the halftime break at the moment. 2-0 to Redlands, so a little bit of an upset. And kicking off at the same time tonight, Sunshine Coast Wanderers against Penn Power. You can catch all of your action on FQTV. However, there is no place better to be than watching this match. Seeing a few spectators rubbed up. It is always a few degrees colder in the Talabudra Valley than you might find on the beach. But the good news is, these guys will have plenty of opportunity to warm up as we prepare to get Gold Coast Derby 11 underway. It's time to add another chapter to the rivalry. Gold Coast Knights getting us underway. And they start things off with a long ball towards Debele and a rather anticlimactic start. He nods that one behind for a goal kick. Taking opportunities might be at a premium this evening. We do have the 2 best defensive teams in the NPL. Gold Coast United first and Knights equal second with the Brisbane Roar. Last 5 results for Gold Coast United in the league. Slight slip up at Underwood Park, 4-0 defeat. They have been pretty much impenetrable. A huge win 2 weeks ago at home to Brisbane City. We do actually have, bringing it your way now, a late change for Gold Coast Knights as well. Jacob Budnich, he has been drafted into the starting 11. We'll just confirm who he has replaced momentarily. Try and keep the action flowing here as well, but there is Budnich, the deflection on the pass. It still found its way out to Stollery. And it is a straight swap by the looks of it. Brandon McMorrow has dropped to the bench in place for Mudnich. On the ball. All the way back now to Austin Ludwig, who will have Tyson Martin in the centre of defence with him by the looks of things. Aaron Reardon marshalling the centre of the midfield. Enjoying a pretty successful stint in midfield this season. 3 goals, 2 in the NPL, which have come away from home, and would surely like to atone for that red card in round 1 by scoring at the home of their local rivals. Right boot. And he's picking out Beckwith, who plays it off Renners for the throw-in. Debelay, but direct motion towards the ball, so a play on. Polyak getting creative, trying to flick it over the top, but Saliadare is there to bring it under control. Carlos picking out Cowburn. Long diagonal ball, which actually was intercepted at the first hurdle. Brown bringing that back under control. Pass to turn the corner and pick out Polyak. Eastwood Park signals for a United throw-in. He did also miss that round 1 Gold Coast derby. That is the only game he has missed for Knights this season. He's started the other 18, now 19 matches for Scott McDonald. He's been a huge part of their season. Sliding effort in midfield by Connor Smith, and it's pulled for handball and then gets it away. Until it finds its way back for Reardon. Just happy to play the patient build-up. The highest average possession in the NPL Gold Coast Knights, 58.4% per match. Work, and Pineda putting the pressure on. Making sure that ball doesn't fall for Kai Tapaldo. Leading scorer for Grey Piddock, and goes United. Part of the reason why there are so many familiar names in this Gold Coast United side is Piddock, as we remember, was the 2019 championship winning coach at Carrara. And final win over Olympic. An update from the McDonald's FQPL 1. We're very pleased to see them on board. From the FQPL competitions. Thompson on the ball with next player bearing down on him, so next player towards the corner and finds the sideline. Story, the nearest friendly face. High going into the challenge and getting it to Scaroni. Cowburn overlapping with Poliak going down. Cowburn with the cross, headed away by Ludwig. Story was the target for that pass, but a little bit too strong, and over the sideline it goes. A bit heavy on the touch. Stollery pounces, but wins it straight back for Knights and need to spring an attack in behind Cowburn, but Saliadare 25 metres off his line, just launches it with his left foot. So he's back and forth over the halfway before eventually finding Shelford Deas. Reardon in space. He's got time to survey his options and his left foot, but Remmers holds it only back to Beckwith, and apologise for the temporary loss in pictures, but looks like we are obviously back now as United move into the Knights half. Very, very briefly, Thompson on the halfway line, out to Remmers. Solidar chests that one down, and Knights just happy to sit back for the time being. Stops his run on the edge of the centre circle before picking out Stollery. Shrugs off the first challenge, takes a shot in from range but can only hit Ludwig, and Langdon spills it. He spilt it because Paldo was impeding him. Quick free kick to his captain. Ludwig is kicking with some big goals when needed. Belting the Australia Cup against Brisbane City, and it's just too tall for an offside. Ante Poliak. To Paldo, and Knights get it back. Woodnich in midfield. With checks back. Ball played out in front of Deas, allowing him to run on for it. And he can measure his cross. It's chested over the sideline by Golding. For the long throw, but we'll check out the replay first as Deas with space, and he saw an option, but and make sure it didn't reach it. Two options on the throw-in. Brown back for Deus, and another Knights throw-in in the attacking third. Using 4 yellow cards in the NPL. Keep on his behaviour tonight. Yes. With Panetta, and I might call that one a split decision as the ball stayed with Knights, but an easy move now. Mudnich. Split the difference between the United defenders, unfortunately. He was unable to split the difference between Beckwith and the byline, so back it goes for a goal kick from Saliadare. These sides recorded convincing wins in the Kappa Pro Series tournaments last Sunday. It was 5-0 win for Gold Coast Knights out at Western Pride, with Martin, Brymora, Polyak, Devilay and Mills on the score sheet. United defeated Mitchie 4-0 at home with Tapaldo, Kyle, James Darrington and Sammy Rahab on the score sheet there. Once again, the space to build up from the back as Beckwith couldn't keep that one in. United taking their time to build up. Look long, trying to pick out Mackay. Central to the action again. We'll pick out Panetta as get clean contact on that first up strike. Mackay. Aldo as he tried to play it back for Mackay. Aldo is actually had stayed on side, I beg your pardon, and forces Beckwith to play it over the sideline to keep it away from Stollery. Keep that move alive. For the safe option in the early stages of Gold Coast Derby 11. A quarter of an hour played. United chasing, getting goal with an attacking throw-in. In commentary, bringing all the action. Cross in from Smith, and Garoni on the follow-up as he blazes that one over the bar. Gathering the ball. Let's go into the replay. A wicked curling ball from Smith, and Scaroni just a little bit too high on the shot. Warning sign there for Knights. They've only scored 14 goals this season, but right up to the score first, and there is a former Knight in Mitch Nichols. Nichols is, to be fair, former a lot of clubs: Brisbane Roar, Melbourne Victory, Wellington Phoenix, in Japan, and a brief stint with Olympic last season before hurting his knee. A-League cohort, especially someone with a lengthy career like Nichols had, back and playing in the local leagues. United throw-in, and it's another one of the A-League cohort in Calburn taking the throw-in. 7 games for the Newcastle Jets. Sliding in ahead of Deus, and two wily veterans just having a brief discussion there. Some people on the fence on the other side with prime position right on the halfway line. Down. Free kick now for Knights. Story gathered that well and shrugs off the challenge of Polyak. I'm not sure what the attacker is asking for, but let's play on now. Ludwig straight down the centre of the field. Debele winning the header, and it could be on now. Polyak! As he sliced it on the outside of the boot and sends it towards the corner flag. Golding punches it away. And King doing work with a pair of United players. Pineda checking back. Restarting the play. Saliadare, edge of his own box. Polyak, he's found a little bit of space in behind. Polyak on the second attempt and fires it straight at Saliadare. The Lions get one back in their match out at the Compass Grounds. 2-1. Watch that replay. Conclusion of this match. Loose pass is picked off by Mackay, and he'll try and keep it towards the back post. It's Pineda there, and did that take a touch off Martin? And it looks like it did, and he won't have another corner. So yeah, it was a misplaced pass, and Mackay was alert to the threat, and I think that did actually just skim off the forehead of Tyson Martin. Signal is given as the tall timber make their way forward. It's Thompson, Golding. Mackay heading on the edge of the box. This is Pineda. This one lofted delivery towards the back post, looking for Mackay. Player on the pitch and still looking as sprightly as ever. Lobbed back in towards the penalty spot, headed away by Knights. And there's a foul there for a hug, perhaps. Provider getting it to Denaway. Puts his delivery in towards the back post. Stollery just ushering that away, but he plays it back. Aldo a little bit too physical on, in the opinion of Mr. Ahmedovic, our referee. Hurry up, Knights. That goes down, and Rem is in his back as the two number 15s came together. And Thompson just asking the question. Clearly got an answer that was satisfactory. He's makes his way back to do his defensive duty. Oh, yeah. I'd say most of the time this is too tight of an angle for him to shoot, but a wicked free kick, Ante Poliak. Standing right in the middle of the box, knowing full well the danger of Ante Poliak as he bends it in, and Saliadare had to get a finger to that as he tipped it over the crossbar. A fantastic save by the United custodian. And that was dipping once it was struck, and Saliadare short, and that is why the veteran was recruited by Gray Piddock. To his spectacular resume. In-swing delivery, and Saliadare get away from Reardon. Of himself. Got Golding, and there's a free kick for his goalkeeper. Blocked again, was that? It's Connor Smith this time. Mackay. Unable to stay in and get away the ball, and just make sure that it's not going to be a quick free kick. Thompson would be up and under, but doesn't reach the halfway line. Bearing down in, switches the play out for Calburn. Continue as fast feet to Mackay. He's got space and he tries to clip it through. He calls for a handball, and it is a free kick on the edge of the box. Gold Coast United. And that was the pitch rather in very quick order. Pineda the tricks on and strike the arm of Deus. Discussion, looks like it will be Calburn taking on the responsibility. Four-man wall set up by Langdon. So let's go close from the set piece already. So Calburn strikes it straight into the wall. Smith will clip it into nobody in particular, and it bounces to Langdon. As he had support out wide as he was dragged down, and Panetta will take on the shot from range, and down it goes. Did take a deflection, so we'll have a corner. So now starting to mount with the home side building the pressure. A little nibble late on, but been given. Corner towards the near post, nodded straight back to him. Driving into the box along the byline, tried to square it across the face of goal, and deflected behind for a corner. Thompson, nearest United player. Continuing to build now as United find a way to make this pay off. This time towards the back post. Deflected off the back of Wheeling. Smith. Knights now as Dedele is visitors go on the counter attack. He sends it in for Woodnich. King. Yeah, shot taken by Brown. That far before it's deflected. Polyak going away from goal. Thought about the shot, instead sent it out wide again for King. Support out wide and gets on his left foot to get the crossaway for Debele. And Woodnich on the edge of the box takes a shot, and it could fall now. Debele off the post. So close for Knights. Denied by the woodwork, and it's led a charmed life for United so far this season as Debele closest to open in the scoring, and it was with a little bit of good fortune, it has to be said. Deflections off Calburn and Golding. And it goes for Beckwith to have the throw in. Half an hour gone. North Derby 11, and oh, that was, I would say that was a rugby challenge, but it actually looked like more of a hockey check from Brown as went in late on Remmers. Discussion continues. Balance trying to clear it, but Brown made sure he paid the price for it. United goal kick. We now move into the final 15 minutes of the first half. This is United's most profitable time in the opening stanza. They've scored 4 of their 7 first half goals in the 15 minutes leading up to half time. advantage of Stollery, and Dembele bearing down and trips up Golding. Oh, it feels like Calbo might have given him a shove in the back. Just a little bit of heat on this derby so far, no boiling points. So it'll just be the one alarm so far. Continues to simmer as we await the first breakthrough. There's one for Polyak. Just flying in around the grounds. As it stands everywhere but here, although it's not for lack of trying from both parties. Polyak had a free kick save through Dembele, denied by the post. Going on the attack again as Dembele is wrestled to ground, and with no advantage accruing, he will come back for the free kick. Meanwhile, United have gone close as well. Still have two players addressing this free kick. It would be more surprising than anything to see not see Polyak strike this one towards goal.
They have 10 seconds to sprint from one side of the field as far as they can.
Ante Polyak, and
then they retreat.
too much air on that one. Over the bar. Again, happy to slow this place down, slow the play down at their preferred pace. Measured effort thus far from the home side, keeping in the tank for the second half. August 2022, it was sort of a similar story in the first half. A slow build before things really kicked off in the second half. The introduction of Shane Smeltz. Scoring in the 41st minute that evening. Knights, and a goal kick for Langdon. And in the final quarter of an hour, Smeltz scored in the 75th minute. Paldo gave United the lead in the 79th. And an own goal equalised proceedings for Knights, and that is how it finished, 2 apiece. Remember, Knights went on to win the grand final that year. United missed finals, falling just short in the final week of the season. However, without jinxing anything, you would say with the way both of these sides are travelling, it would be surprising them not to see the sides featuring beyond round 22. Scaroni. It's a fairly unceremonious trip on Ludwig, and Ludwig asked for a card. That's how sporting displays you get from footballers. Just to the reference, they should be booking players, but Part of the gamesmanship. Aldo's able to play it forward for Pineda without committing a foul. The left boot of Mudnich to deliver, although Polyak has made the way over and will occupy Curtis Stollery. It's a left-footed delivery. It finds the head of Reardon, but in that range it's always going to be tough to a troublesome strike on goal, especially when hitting the ball. Scaroni. And for Golding, and once again it's patient work. It's Pineda, he's moved more centrally to provide a bit of a spark in the attacking third. Remis. Over now, Scaroni is tries to shift towards the far touchline. For Cowburn. Smith. First touch ball. Cowburn, is he able to win the race against Deus? He is. Inside, it's to Paldo. And, oh, it's not a lot of contact there, despite the appeals from Smith, but here he is on the ball again, and let's play on, and this diminutive midfielder keeping the pressure on, and now Golding gets a foul. It's once again frustration just continuing to simmer as Smith with firm words for the referee. Golding, no nonsense, just gets the ball away from Debele. Attempt to return the ball on the sideline. Gets there in the second attempt. Deus. Pass intercepted by Cowburn, and again that long diagonal looking for Stollery, and the bounce put him out. Didn't look like it stayed in, and in fact it hadn't. More time remaining in the first half. Gold Coast Derby 11. It's still scoreless, waiting for that breakthrough. Knights in possession as they look to overtake their local rivals if they can come away with maximum points tonight. Debele. Polyak chests it down and then the sideline. Yeah, loses out. Deus. Golding takes the no-nonsense approach. Ludwig sees acre of space out on the far touchline, and now it's switched near side. way too strong there and shoulders him off the ball, and it might have come at a cost here for Knights. Neverlay is down clutching it with his legs. Last little knee-on-knee contact. Looks like it's left its mark on Godfrey Debelay, the 2022 Young Player of the Year with Easts. Everything always does seem to sting a little bit more in winter. Stollery checks his run, tries to fashion a little bit of space, and he went in late. Curtis Stollery is going to pick up the game's first yellow card for that late lunge on Aaron Reardon, and plenty of discussion as we check replay. Is that well, that was a bad challenge from Curtis Stollery, and to be fair, there was nothing more than a smile as he quickly made his way away from the scene of the crime. Another flash point. Stollery's first booking of the season. Set out 2022. 5 goals for Knights in 2021. Back down, and that is really not a sight that I would have been hoping to see. Newman struggles to get his way off the pitch. Back underway, 30 seconds of normal time remaining. We have a couple of minutes added on. Only as far as Reardon, Debelay. For that header, and which Paldo. As well, and just a few really fatigued and derby-like challenges coming in. Close the first half. Mitch. And that shot had plenty of power behind it as it cannoned all the way back into the Knights' half. Mitch. Good chop as he tried to get it back from Debelay, and Mitch goes to ground. And another sliding challenge. That was a beautiful one there from Golding, and frustration is once again coming to a boiling point as Mudnich running, and it's just raised arms aplenty as everyone's trying to referee the game for Zijard Ahmedovic, and it's once again really not great reflection on either team as they're crowding the referee, letting him make the decisions, as you can see here. Who is that helping? Both captains getting a talking to, saying it's a derby, but screaming your opinions at me won't change my decisions. Europa League final, probably a good time to reiterate respect for referees. Too much on that ball from Mackay. And that will be the final action of a fiery first half at the end between Gold Coast United and Gold Coast Knights. It remains scoreless at Coplick Family Sports Park. We'll have a 15-minute break to stop, reset, and we'll do it all again for another 45 minutes after these messages.
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters, all powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Pride themselves on delivering top-quality FIFA regulation compliant goals. Each goal is made from durable, high-density, thick aluminium and then finished in a white powder coat. To provide quick delivery, Vito Sports stock all goals in this range within their Brisbane distribution warehouse, allowing customers to quote, order and deliver in a matter of days. If you'd like to inquire about the Vito Sports goal range, email us at admin@vitosports.com.
And we're back for the second half of Gold Coast Derby 11. United and Knights level, 0 apiece, 0 apiece, however you want to phrase it. Unchanged heading into the second half by the looks of things. John Coughlin in commentary on FQTV as we've got a massive second half coming up. It did get a little fiery at the end of the first half, and we'll see if these teams have cooled off a little bit during the break. Brief discussion from our referee Zijad Ahmedovich off screen. While we're doing that, I might just very quickly bring you score updates from around the grounds in the NPL. And tonight's action, Redlands Lions, that's finished 2-2. Sunshine Coast Wanderers, Penn Power, the visitors in the lead 2-1. Is also in the halftime break. And while we wait for the second half to get underway, we will also take a moment to pay tribute to the retiring Chris Beath, who is officiating the A-League Grand Final after a long career as send off on a big stage. But we've also got a big stage for you this afternoon or tonight. It is United going from right to left on your screen. We are underway. The ball is just inside the Knights' half. Unable to keep that one in. Back and forth between Capalaba and the Brisbane Roar last season before making his way down the M1. Fielders rated pretty highly by some in Queensland, and Scott McDonald is clearly one of them. That's for a start tonight. It is their biggest game of the season. Play switched out for Calburn. Watched closely by Dale. Calburn cuts inside. Smith. And we'll get the throw in off the deflection. Wondering about the score breakdowns in the second half. Knights, 8 first half goals in the NPL this season, 13 in the second half, and the 15 minutes straight after half time is their most profitable. 5 goals in that block of time, but they are on the defensive at the moment. Smith getting to it ahead of Debele. And Polyak watched closely by Scaroni. Down goes Polyak. The tight-angled free kick. It's Penn Power player. He's currently 4th on the goal-scoring charts in the NPL. Equal 4th with 6 in the league. 8 on the season in all competitions. Scored against Gold Coast United for Penn Power last season, back in round 7 at AJ Kelly Park. Very close from a similar position in the first half, forcing a great save out of Saliadare. And get another strike on target. Curling effort instead, looking for a... And this time it's nodded to the near side for King. Ball towards the back post, headed back, and Saliadare off his line well to take it away from Debele. Woodwick. Not playing it long, instead goes across for Martin. King. Davis is gone forward and made a run, and the pass was along the line of 4 United players. Takes it into United half and lofted up into the box. It almost bounced for Brown. Shot taken from distance, and Reardon just blazed that one over the bar. Crossing from Woodnich was deflected away by one of the United players, and saw his opportunity and decided to have a crack. The more this game goes, the more you feel like it's going to need one of those half chances to break the game wide open. Unheard in defence. Sends it over for Mudnich. Left-footed curling delivery. Falls for Polyak. Could be an opportunity if he can dig it out. As he slipped on the ball. It's still alive. King takes a touch, gets a shot away, and it's into the roof of the net. Max King strikes first in Gold Coast Derby 11. And the Knights fans celebrate. And their number 22 launches the ball, and Saliadare, not a whole lot he could do about that one. He was already past him before he had a chance to react.
Goal scorer for Gold Coast Knights, number 22, Max King.
Now King gets his first NPL goal of the season. Second in all competitions to go with his Kappa Pro Series strike against Albany Creek in round 4. And is that what we needed to break this game open? Knights strike first at Coplix. Response do they have, conceding it's the 7th goal of the campaign. Calvin. Story dispossessed by Mudnich. So on it goes. United with the throw-in. Stollery. Score the winner against Brisbane City. He's got a strong right foot at his disposal. Panetta, he'll clip that over the top. Trying to pick out Tapaldo. Remmers can't get by Reardon because Reardon took him down with the lunging challenge. And this is free kick territory for Connor Smith. And he's got by the first challenge from Devillet. Smith, if anyone is going to be capable of scoring from this position, it is Connor Smith. Langdon, I'm sure everyone's perfectly set up. It might be the most favourable angle for the curling right-footed strike. But he'll take it on anyway, and it's an equaliser, Connor Smith! Well, anything Max King does, Connor Smith can do better. And how about that for a free kick to equalise proceedings 3 minutes later? Just absolutely blasted that one. And we're back on level terms in Gold Coast Derby 11. And Smith with his first goals since the opening round of the Kappa Pro Series against Capalaba back on February 10th. And what a way to introduce yourself to the scorers. Well, here we go. Right, 10 minutes to start the second half. And the good news is we've got another 35 plus minutes to go. And Panetta to feed Haldo as United now with a bit between their teeth. Langdon off his line well. And that press from Panetta wins the ball back. Langdon, he's off his line, but Panetta just can't get the space to take the quick shot on us. Martin came across well to cover for his fullback. Chances were there in the first half. In the second half, they're still there and just being finished. And thanks to the assistant referee on the near side, I can confirm that is a corner for United. And it will be Smith with that right foot. Playing in a yellow shirt. Walter will be making his way on for Gold Coast United. Ball can't even reach the near post. And here is the introduction of Alex Walter. Curtis Stollery will be the player withdrawn. First change, we are back underway. Stollery just to pick up that yellow card late in the first half, so that's in a match like this. See why he was withdrawn. And Mackay and out in Ludwig, really not a good look. The Knights captain just coming up and vociferously remonstrating with the referee. On both sides, but in that instance it was Austin Ludwig getting in his face. There's a yellow card for Justin Mackay after all that. His second booking of the season. Mudnich to take the free kick with Beckwith making a run, but Mudnich instead will put it into the box and can only find the head of Thompson. Gaz. Out now for Reardon. Switch it out for Debele, but running headed by Remmers, clears it away. An hour played at Couplet Family Sports Park. It's one apiece as Coast United lead for the first time tonight as Aldo get through that second defender. Beautiful ball to find him in space. Now he's going for a run. He's got ground support. He's felled after. Anyway, we can hear what the assistants in red and white think about that. And Beckwith staying getting more and more stretched. He's moving in the final half hour. King, he's got room to run. Closed down by Cowburn, but that left Debele free, and he'll take the shot on across the face of Saliadare. Godfrey Debele gives Knights the lead back. Well-placed strike across the face of Carlos Saliadare. Knights rehab the lead. Oh, just a little bit late on the replay there, but that just means we'll take you straight back to the celebrations. Knights 2-1 in the hour mark. Debele's third NPL goal of the season. Fifth in all competitions. And it looks like we've got more changes coming now. The heavy hitters for United, and it looks like triple change, so Mackay, Paldo and Panetta all making their way off. Two-time A-League champion Mitch Nichols coming on. So Jared Kyle in 13 and Riley Thompson King in 8. We're just confirming that change. Mackay to Paldo, Smith off, Thompson, King, Kyle and Nichols on. Gary Piddock up to scoreline back to level pegging in short order. Connor Smith obliged last time. Able to contain Kolyak, and that's lofted up across the byline. Remmers just hooks it away, finding Nichols. And is that going to be a penalty? It is. You know, actually, I beg your pardon. It's been signalled as a goal kick. As over the top, was almost pounced upon by Walter, and yeah, that's an optimistic shout at best. goes as United subs looking to make an instant impact. 4 of the 5 outfield changes have been made. Mitchell Hunter should be called on, and he's nominally a defender, as is Shelford Deas, as he's felled by Connor Smith. No changes thus far for Knights. Too tall for Beckwith. Taking quickly, finding Walters. To battle against Ludwig, and despite his attempts to earn the call, Ludwig will defend this throw-in from Walter. Walter will pass that one off for Cowburn for another long throw. Nods it on. Under control by Kyle, and still alive. Golding looks like he's picked up the armband as Remmers that challenge against Polyak, and decides not to chase down Saliadare. Over the top, well under control. Kyle, he'll only take the shot he saw. Langdon off his line, but a little bit more air on that. Way back for Saliadare. Beautiful ball through for Nichols as he can't similarly thread the needle. Through this near side. Cowburn. Smith. Best option was to play it out on the side for Walter. Remmers, Nichols. Find that telling delivery, looking for Kyle, who saw off the challenge, brought it under control, back it goes. Cowburn watched closely by Deverlay. Unable to find Nichols. And King just decides to line up towards the halfway line. Polyak brought down. Deas. 2 minutes remaining. 20 minutes plus whatever stoppages are added on. Just getting that caught under his feet. Something he had to deal with when he struck the go-ahead goal, and there's a target for that pass again as Thompson shoulders him off the ball and with an icy stare. Comment there about Thompson using that stare in his day job as a PT, but I'll leave that one alone. Got to keep that one in, but it's unable to do so. Former teammates as well. It's just occurred to me that Thompson and Martin were both part of the Brisbane City side in 2020 as well. I'm sure they were anyway. My memory may be failing me in the moment, but I'm sure those two did feature together in the back end of that delayed season. Scaroni. Yeah. For Walter. Popped in Kyle. Well, you could see the idea, but it wasn't controlled as into the air for Langdon to beautifully grab. That one down from the Logan man. Just a bit too much heat on that one. Looks like we'll have our first change for Gold Coast Knights. Brandon McMorrow being made ready. He was initially named to start. And it is a late change to the starting lineup. Jacob Woodnich, he is withdrawn. It's been a solid evening overall for Woodnich. Thrown under control, but possession now back with United at the feet of Nichols. So it skips by Aaron Reardon. From McDonald's FQPL. Wolves finding an equaliser against Southside Eagles. Walter keeping that move alive. Goes looking for Nichols, but despite the leap from him and Brown. Beg pardon, that was Beckwith. He has the size on Luke Beckwith, but even with the extra few centimetres on top of the leaping ability, it was a little bit too high for Mitch Nichols. Plenty of time, more drama in this derby match. And for Thompson King. Substitute McMorrow with his first major involvement. possession and attempt the tackle. Eventually finds its way to King. Debele. He's got space before Remmers closes him down. Smith coming to support the defensive efforts. Godfrey Debele centering it for Poliak. Back for McMorrow. Can he get the space? Brandon McMorrow with the shot. And it's Carlos Saliadare. Foul on Deus. Deus, he has to fix it in his time at Olympic, who played pretty much everywhere on the pitch from memory. He was actually everywhere but goalkeeper. He's everywhere from fullback to actually striker at times. And this run under Ben Khan. Deus on the edge of the 18-yard box. He's summarily dispossessed. Gets in the way and concedes a throw-in, which Calburn will take. Across and the defenders through ball. Pick out Howell, but Ludwig's endeavours ensure that that stays as a throw-in, not a corner. This ground, Gold Coast Knights, 2 wins, 2 draws. United need to pick up maximum points in their new home ground. So new because usually play at Rabina Station Reserve, but we'll worry about the semantics another time. Oh, we've got a throw in from Calburn into the box. To Smith, he'll take the shot on from range, and I don't know if that took a deflection or not, but it fizz wide for a goal kick as Langdon goes to retrieve it. Woodwick rising highest for the clearing header, and did take a touch, which I'm still not sure it did. Coming off a United player. "13 minutes of normal time remaining." Unable to keep that one in, so Remmers the ball out of the grasp of his direct opponent. Nichols fully committed to that challenge, taking it away from Beckwith, inside for Walter. King wins it back. And 2-year-olds very busy, and now Poliak, he could be in the clear. Is he going to be one-on-one with Salidare? Ante Poliak outside of the boot and just rolled it wide. That could have been it for Gold Coast Knights. And it was King just giving his striker a chance and something to chase. And Poliak just rolled it wide, and now we're back to live pictures. Down by Thompson King, and it goes off Reardon. Halburn. To Remmers. Loses possession and Beckwith inside for Reardon. Change being prepared for Knights, Christian Brymora. Nichols just too far in front of Kyle. Change not made yet by Scott McDonald. And system is on the far side, Meeswood Park, but advantage with United maintaining possession. United find a way through this resolute Knights defence. Chested down by Deus, acrobatically back to Langdon. Via the deflection to Brown. Kyles. Get it off Ludwig. There's Nichols. Centrally, but nobody's there for him. Change will be coming up now with just under 10 minutes of normal time remaining. It's the end of the night for Ante Polyak. 82 minutes, unable to find a breakthrough. He closest in the first half. And change for Gold Coast United as well, I'm told, from the sideline. Remmers also withdrawn, and Mitchell Hunter coming on. Christian Brymora also added to the mix. He's in the number 9 jersey. Do we have a late twist to unfold in the narrative of this match, or be another win for Gold Coast Knights, who this result would ascend to the top of the NPL ladder, overtaking their local rivals. And, should be enough for United to preserve the status quo. This is the second time they've conceded multiple goals in the NPL this season. Time was in their lone defeat to Rochdale a few weeks ago. And Walter, he's brought down by Beckwith. Legally is Calburn. He's pushed higher up. We'll come back now for the foul on Knights player. Surprisingly, United more than happy to return that ball pretty quickly to the other end of the pitch. Degolay was more on his heels with that pass. Beckwith, a tactical foul, but it could work out now well for United. Nichols with the sliding ball into the box, can't get by Ludwig. To be fair, in between his rants to the referee, has had a strong game in the heart of the Knights' defence. Smith, his free kick gave United their only goal thus far. Nichols up for Walter. Cross towards the back post. Langdon just got a hand to it. It's still alive now. Thompson King fouled McMorrow, and there was a little bit of chaos in the box as Thompson King a little bit too physical with the opposing substitute. Plays pass now is Teague, and Emily Pitch really starting to play a role in this tight and tense derby match. Hunter sizing up his options. Falls for Nichols, who's stayed on side. Kyle with his back to goal instead tees up Smith. He'll take the shot on, blocked by Reardon. And Brian Mora will send it all the way down to Saliadare. Smith now looking to can provider, can't pick out Kyle. And launched into the air. And Thompson. His left foot. Play it forward for Hunter, and Deus holds his ground, and it's going to be a throw-in with a few players down on the ground now as we'll have another stoppage. We do have one of the Knights players down. I think it's Max Brown, if my eyes are deceiving me, which in fact they are. It is Luke Beckwith. Ladness being prepared for action. He replace Beckwith, who's potentially lucky 13th appearance of the season. Debele is the player withdrawn. Beckwith will make his way back onto the pitch. Christian Lardner making just his second NPL appearance of the season. Knights look to shore up this match. Just got 90 seconds plus stoppages to hold on. Brown, he'll take the shot on from range, but can only rocket that one into the back of Golding. Here is Walter. A little bit of space before Ludwig closes that down. Low driving shot finds a way through to Langdon. Hardness. To the chagrin of the Knights bench, that was a United throw-in, or it doesn't amount to too much. Only a 50-50 challenge. Thompson King, we're into second half stoppage time now. And United find a late twist as Nichols carrying that one off the outstretched arm of Reardon. United look like they'll take their time to set this one up. Smith provide the delivery. Towards the back post, Thompson kept it in, but it's to the advantage of Brown. That one is washed all the way down to the near corner in the United half, and Saliadare will keep that one in, not wanting to lose seconds setting up the goal kick. United back forward one more time. You can only find McMorrow, who's across the pitch and to tee up Malardness with the left-footed ball across the face of goal to seal it. Brown, he's just put it wide. We won't take you to a replay of that because we're back underway quickly. It's Scaroni. In space to operate on the far sideline. Put it on his right foot towards the back post. It's centered by Kyle. And it is a late penalty. Oh, more drama. And plenty of protest. And that is going to be a booking for Tyson Martin. Martin just, I've got to admit, that looks awfully soft from my vantage point, as Martin did have his arm on the shoulder, and I'm not going to judge exactly how much force was behind that contact, but the decision has been made. It's going to be changed now. It is Connor Smith with a chance to steal a point for United in second half stoppage time. Connor Smith taking on Josh Langdon. Pressure all on Connor Smith. He steps up and saved by Langdon. Oh, 3 points for Knights. Is it going to be enough to preserve a win? Josh Langdon, huge from the penalty spot. That was the moment. And the visitors look like they're on their way to another win. Hardness is possessed by Hunter. It's not over yet. Scaroni is knocked over. Here's King. He'll go for a run, looking to tee up Malardness, saved by Saliadare, and that was by Mora, I beg your pardon. And Saliadare tipped it onto the bar, and it could have been 3-1. Another huge save from Saliadare. Goes Kyle. Can he find the delivery, or instead it'll be Nichols? Cut out at the near post. We're closing in on the 95th minute now. Into the box. Plenty of yellow jerseys. Behind it goes. Ludwig concedes the corner. And Smith, I tell you, Now he's got hand in his head. No time wasted with this corner. In it goes. Thompson King was shaping for the volley. It's still alive for United. Calburn back out for Nichols. 6-by-1 challenge. Smith looking to get into the mixer. King heads it out to the edge of the 18-yard box. Nodded away. Here. Now come the Knights. It is Brown. It's 2-on-2. Really look to go himself. Max Brown can't get by Calburn. And Knights thought for a second there that whistle for the foul was the call for full time. Thompson. He'll go forward. Calburn is holding out in the centre circle. He may as well make his way forward. There are no Knights that far forward. They're all back in the 18-yard box, making sure they're marking someone. Saliadare, he'll take a shot on himself, and Langdon, it's over the line. Is that a goal? It's a foul. Langdon coming up big, and he was possibly forced into the goal. It's a little bit of chaos here. I'm not 100% sure what's going on. Meeswick Park has made her way on, and that is full time. Josh Langdon, the hero in second half stoppage time, stuck his leg out to deny Connor Smith from the spot. And I'll tell you what, it might have been a slow burn, but the ending of this derby has been a memorable one. Knights, 2-1 winners over United, and it's all ending in handshakes. So, one win apiece. Will we see this rematch in September? We'll just have to wait and see. It was Max King in the 51st minute opening the scoring before Connor Smith with a bullet of a free kick. Godfrey Debelay's 61st minute strike proved to be the difference. And the aforementioned Langdon save. Well, maybe not all ending on a civil note. We've got a crowd building here. And Thompson exchanging words with Langdon, and see a couple of the Knights officials.
Spectators, get off the field now, please.
And perhaps cooler heads from...
Players or spectators, get off the field now.
And perhaps cooler heads prevailing with the players making their way back to the change rooms after an eventful Gold Coast derby. Round 13 in the NPL Queensland continues tomorrow. Brisbane City taking on Brisbane Roar. Round 12, I beg your pardon. Gold Coast Knights, they're in action up next at home to East on the 11th of June. And that is going to be the end of the game. Double Take Production for Football Queensland. We'll see you later.